Dark Father, we ask for gifts from the other side, covered in Lamb's blood. May penetration lead to conception. Provide us with your hellspawn child of pure evil.
The show.
Welcome to The Anomaly, the contradistinct, uncensored, unmonetizable, and deemed unwatchable by the mainstream masses. We are the ones they cannot control and attempt to hold back, but together we form revolution. The Ramborgia. Welcome to John Rambo Presents the show. Stay ballsy. Don't take any shit from anyone.
So I was driving down here today, a lovely autumn drive.
Autumn?
Is it autumn or is it like the fall summer combination?
What?
It's very warm.
Is that a colloquial thing? Autumn or fall?
No, it's like the Earth is failing us thing. It's a global warming thing.
Yeah. All right.
It was lovely.
It is lovely.
Trees are dying all around us. And they change colors when they die.
It's a little somber there, huh?
Is that inaccurate?
No, it's not inaccurate. It is
science,
accurate.
man. It's factual.
Okay.
And I was driving through some like residential neighborhoods because I'm weird like that. No, I had like these all these secret ways of going.
Yep.
Over the years, I've developed these intelligent ways of driving, save time.
So you have an innate ability for navigation?
Yes, I'm a genius in many fields. Okay.
Okay.
Obviously not recording since we're doing this as wind is blowing, and probably
it's picking everything up.
Probably no one could hear what we're saying. So audio engineering, no. Driving, yes. Navigation.
Ambience.
It's ambience. Howard's like, you sure this is a good idea? I was like, yeah, it's ambience. He's like, oh, all right. Sure. But it's Halloween time. Did you know that?
Yes. Yes, Halloween's in a few days, right?
Yeah, actually, it's in a couple days.
Yep.
I think this might be out before then or after. I don't know.
Oh, who knows?
But people put these decorations out.
Yep.
There's all kinds of different things.
Now, speaking of decorations, when you turn into the street, did you see the guy in the corner?
There's a guy?
No, the guy's house in the corner.
Is like a body?
Yeah, it's a body. Literally a body.
Did you see the guy on the ground?
Yeah.
No, what's this?
So the guy in the corner there, when you leave, you'll see.
Yeah.
He decked out his house to the point that if you look in his front window, he's got a interactive window thing where a guy pops out.
Oh my God.
And tries to scare people. Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
So there's like a lot of these decorations going on, and I'm like pretty impressed. Like the one you mentioned, I didn't see that. I'll check it out. We should take the camera and just go over there.
Probably.
But yeah, some are like really interesting. And then I'm like seeing some, and I'm like, is that even decorations or not?
You're questioning if it's real?
Well, yeah, because something that people do is they put like caution tape around their house, or like, and that's like part of that's scary for kids, maybe, like something. But then I saw one coming here, and it was like police tape around his house.
Did you see it? Did you see the drawing on the floor?
I didn't see, maybe it was inside, but it's hard to tell like what is a Halloween decoration, what's not.
Well,
that's what I'm saying. When you're driving around and looking,
when you live in an area that's not filled with crime, but it's kind of, you kind of question everything.
Yeah. And then one house had like a hole in the yard, and I'm
in
like,
the ground?
Yeah, I'm like, maybe that's a Halloween thing, or maybe it's just like some sort of sewage problem. There's no way.
Okay.
There's no way to really know the difference.
Okay.
But I did notice you don't have any Halloween decorations out.
No, my neighbor does though.
That doesn't count for you.
That's all right.
That's like an excuse. You're like, my neighbor has it, I don't have to.
My neighbor has it, it's a collective.
Okay. You're taking credit for his work.
Yeah, I am.
So I feel like maybe we should go out today and get you some stuff.
Okay, let's do it.
Get you some police tape. Hopefully, I mean, that's not really a decoration, is it? You're just putting police tape up? Just put it around your house.
Well, what if we put police tape?
What happened in his home?
What if we put police tape and then some blue and red lights flashing? Would that be considered a Halloween decoration?
Yeah, maybe.
Or would that be a crime scene?
I feel like the people that do these Halloween decorations need a little more storyline.
Okay.
What do they like? What's the storyline behind this? Like, there's a body, like you said, but what does it mean?
Yeah.
We need the whole thing.
What about those people that decorate their car with an arm that's hanging from the back of the trunk? Or what do you think of that? What's the story behind that?
I guess they ran someone over and they think it's fun, or they're proud of it. It's like when you go hunting, you kill like a moose, you put his head up on the wall.
Okay.
Like I ran this guy over, and here's his arm. I don't know, maybe.
I always wondered about that. The taxidermy, that taxidermist that has to put that together. Right? That's a pretty.
Is that a thing?
Taxidermist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you be interested in pursuing that? You seem very excited about this.
Hey, the next family member that dies, I'm bringing them to the taxidermist. I want to keep grandma alive with me for the rest of my life.
Human taxidermy.
Yeah. Is that even legal?
No, I assume no. I don't think so.
In some states, it might be.
Yeah. You got to put them in a sarcophagus, and with all their belongings.
Yeah.
So they have their things in the afterlife. We're going off the rails here.
I know we are.
So okay, let's go with that direction here. So when you pass away, they have to give you all of your. That was what they thought in Egypt. They would put all your belongings around you, or in the thing with you. How did they do it? They dumped it on top of the body.
I think they put it around you, and then you're supposed
to have access to it
in the afterlife, right?
In the afterlife, so you would have access to your stuff.
But what do you do with that stuff in the afterlife?
You should have your own stuff. Whatever you did with it in your life, now you have it in the afterlife.
Yeah, but
so for you, they would have what? You get your PS4 in there. You get your
my computer. My dog, my wife.
Okay. They have to go with you when you're done.
Yeah. When I die, everybody's coming with me.
Everybody's going with you.
Yeah.
Huh. Are you a big Halloween person?
Not really. Not really.
Did you celebrate it in your childhood?
Yes, I did.
Do you remember some costumes that you?
Yes, I was. I had the same type of deal that you did, where I was Jason for many years.
Yeah, I'm still doing that now.
And then one time I was Robin Hood.
Wow.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was when Robin Hood Men in Tights came out.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So.
Not the Robin Hood movie with Kevin Costner?
Both. It was about the same time, right?
Were you too young for that movie? Do you remember that when that came out?
Yeah, I did.
Remember the song?
Not really.
Not really? Yeah, like this big ballad. It was everyone's wedding song for that year, probably.
Was that Meatloaf? No, that was beautiful.
No, I don't know who did the song.
Meatloaf
did a Bolton or something.
Didn't Meatloaf do a song that was pretty popular in the early 90s?
Yes, that is unrelated to our discussion.
Oh, okay. All right.
Meatloaf is a frightening character. It would make a great costume for Halloween. For anyone listening to this.
Okay.
So you never got into like the decorations, really? Just some.
Not really. We started doing more Halloween stuff when Jasmine and I started dating, but I never
What kind
really.
of stuff did you guys do?
We take the kids out to trick or treating, things like that. Kids, yeah. Her nieces and nephews. No, nieces and nephews, yeah.
Okay.
So, and then me being me, I'd go and make the kids pick up like Butterfingers and Reese's cups for me.
You like the peanut butter stuff?
Yeah, I love peanut butter.
Wow. All right. The kids come to your house here?
No, we tried last year and the year before, and nobody came. It was really strange.
What you tried? You had the lights on?
No, we had the lights on, and we had our candy, our bowl of candy. And
were you wearing your Jason costume? You're like, that's where the Jason guy is. Don't even bother going.
Yeah.
He's always Jason every year.
Yeah. They thought that I wasn't too unique this year.
Yeah, it seems like it's kind of been slower the last few years. So I think the kids are maybe going to like parties or something. So someone told me they don't really do it.
Well, the weather too. The weather's been kind of strange. I think every year there has been some sort of issue with the weather too.
There was like 4 years in a row we had like a hurricane or something. Remember that?
Yeah, and then it was like rain.
Snowed.
I think last year the problem was rain. It rained.
Okay.
So.
We'll see what happens this year.
Now, are you in the spirit? Do you get yourself?
I don't really have time, man. Like, I don't know. This is our Halloween show. This is festive. This is my festive contribution to the holiday.
I better see some CGI in this.
Yeah, we'll have like ghosts and shit. Someone from behind you stab you. That was gonna happen at the end. We ruined the surprise.
I'm sorry.
OJ's actually he's gonna come. He's gonna come out of the ground and grab you from behind. And, no, but this year I'll actually be working on Halloween.
Okay.
I get out of work at like 7:30.
Oh, that sucks.
And then I'll probably just go to sleep. That is very scary to be at work, though, isn't it? That's like the most horrific place to be. So in a way, it kind of makes sense. In a lot of ways.
Oh man, especially the people that got to deal with retail. Ugh.
Well, yeah, that'll be my. That's one of my many fine jobs I've taken on. Since you're going in that direction, here's a scary story for you.
Okay.
This is very loose today. We're just going.
Oh, we're just going.
We're just flying, man, all over the place. It's gonna be really bad. But it always is, so it's fine. So I was at work the other day, and the bathroom we have. So my part-time job is like I work at a store at nights and like sometimes on the weekend.
Yep.
I'm off this weekend, which is awesome.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, which is nice.
Okay.
So the bathroom that we have, like the employees and the customers share the same bathroom. There's no like employee bathroom, which is freaking bad. And there's one stall and there's one urinal.
Okay.
Okay, that's it. And there's like a small little bathroom. So a lot of times you have to use the bathroom. There's like people in there, and I'll just be like, forget it. And then I'll go. There's a grocery store down the street, and they have like really nice bathrooms. So at times I'll just go down there and just go exclusively. But I was there the other night and it was like pretty empty at the store I work at. So I went into the stall and I'm just sitting there.
Okay.
And then like one of my bosses comes in and I guess he's got to go to the stall as well and like doesn't realize like someone's in there.
And the door doesn't lock.
So just like, no, it does lock.
Okay.
Like it goes to like open the door. And then like somehow must have saw I was in there.
Oh my God! And what did he say,
John? No. So at the time he goes, this is awkward, and he just walked away.
Okay.
So and then I heard his voice, so I knew it was him. If he didn't say anything, it would have been fine. So then I come out of there, and then I see him like later in the day, and he was like, sorry about that. And that was pretty much.
Oh, he actually apologized?
Yeah, that was like the whole thing. It was like, I didn't realize you were there.
I'm surprised he didn't give you shit about, are you trying to take a break in the bathroom? An unauthorized break?
I was, but I mean, it is what it is. So, but I don't know. I'm trying to think to myself, like, what did he see? Because like your head doesn't go over it. You know what I mean?
There was in the bathroom at work. There's several. There's several bathrooms at my job.
Yeah.
So I had a meeting once, and I had to go to the bathroom, and I'm looking at the stall, and pretty ingenious idea. Never thought about this. So usually you have cracks. You close the door and there's cracks. People can actually see.
That's what probably was.
So there was a guy or somebody used the bathroom and filled the cracks up with toilet paper. So you can't see through.
Well, what the hell is he doing in there? He's got to be so...
secret? I don't know. Maybe
he's like, no one could see my body.
He needs his privacy.
My body's too amazing. No one can see. If they see me, they will just come in.
Listen, I thought it was a really good idea. Just
I might have to start doing this.
Stuff toilet paper in the cracks.
And one time I was in the, speaking of the same bathroom, like... And also like other bathrooms in my life where like I was using a urinal and somebody was in a stall and noises I was hearing.
What?
Like, yeah, you don't know what's going on. And it wasn't like a sexual or like a bowel movement type of noises. Like, it was just like, I don't know what was happening. So like the guy was on the floor, like he was, I don't know.
Fighting with his belt or his pants?
Maybe he was like punching himself or something. It's just like weird guttural, like meat, sounded like meat was being, maybe it was sexual now that I think about it. Grunting, like animal noises and, well, yeah, this guy saw me doing something in there. I don't know what he saw, but I'm not really embarrassed. I think
maybe he did.
If anything, he should be impressed, and maybe he learned a lesson in life.
Maybe he
don't get so close to the stall.
Maybe he did that to you so you can get the hell out of the bathroom.
No, I just stayed in there, and
I noticed. The thing that weirds me out about, especially urinals, right? So
yeah.
This is more for the men that watch the show, so they understand. Usually you have like urinals. Yeah, you have urinals, and then a lot of times you go into these nicer bathrooms and they have the divider, right, or the privacy divider.
Yeah.
The thing that freaks me out when there's no divider, that like really weirds me out, man.
Huh.
Or you.
The whole thing's disgusting. I hate even just going in there.
Or you come into into like a stadium, like you watch a live game or whatever. The last time I went to like Giant Stadium, was it Giant Stadium, or was it like no, it was a baseball game somewhere. They didn't have urinals. It was just like a trowel.
A trough.
Yeah, trough with water running.
What about in Tokyo? Did you encounter any strange?
Well, so you have So you have the urinal and they call it a Western style toilet. Then you have the Japanese style toilet that you actually have to crouch down, which I didn't use.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I don't even know how do you. I looked at it and I said, how the fuck do you do this?
And they have like the super like crazy toilets that are from the future.
Those are nice.
That I don't even understand how to use.
Heated. What is it? Heated seats.
There was one. The whole room was like from the future. And I couldn't even I like opened the door. I think the light's supposed to go on, but it didn't go on. And I'm like hitting buttons, and I just made the whole thing worse. And John's actually in Tokyo right now.
Yeah.
So that's a nice segue into that. That's why he's not here. Oh, Howard's here, by the way. They had a typhoon in Tokyo. Did you hear about this?
Yeah, I heard, but I didn't get to see any video.
It was like I can't remember the name. Lan or something.
Yeah, it was something.
Something like that.
Lan Pan.
I don't know. It was something like that.
Thank you, ma'am.
Maybe I'm being racist by saying his names. I don't know. So he was there. I sent him an email saying like, I don't really need to tell you this because he's a very cautious person.
Oh.
So I was like, just do the right things, it'll be fine. And then he sent me an email like a few hours later. He's like, yeah, I just stayed inside.
I don't know.
Okay.
John to me seems to be very adventurous. He'd be the type of person. He'd be the type of person that'd be running around during Hurricane Sandy in the middle of Times Square.
You think so?
I think he would.
I don't know. if the right person got to him, if I was like, this is what we're doing,
then he would.
Yeah, he'd do it. It's not in his nature, though, I don't think, to
you don't think so?
Pursue these things.
To be that crazy?
No, I don't think so. So Howard is here, man. You haven't been on in quite some time.
Yeah, long time.
We didn't do the show really last year at all. We had like 2 episodes.
Hiatus.
And then we've been doing like once a month. And we've done some things we haven't done. Like we did like this live video show, like side by side with Angus Cheng this year, as well as Ed Trotta when I went to Los Angeles. So like we gotta get Howard in. John's not here.
Perfect opportunity.
Live video.
Outside
and with the wind blowing on the mic. You can't even hear what he's saying.
Leaves rustling.
It's possible. So how you been, man?
I've been great. Yeah, been great. Been really busy, but things are starting to calm down now. And I don't want to plug this, but started a new podcast with a friend of mine. And
you gotta make the plugs.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna help you too much.
It's probably not. But yeah, it's just trying to keep things together. What about you?
Oh,
you wasn't expecting that, were you?
Well, let's talk about you a little bit. So you mentioned something a little earlier in the program here that we got to elaborate on.
What's that?
You said you have a wife.
I have a wife, yes.
Do you want to explain?
Yeah, June I got married. June 10th. Yep, officially got married, and I'm taking Giles' advice, and I'm gonna go home and be a family man.
Howard's a family man.
Yep. So.
How's it been? Has it changed things really?
No, nothing's changed.
It's the same deal.
Same deal. Yep.
Okay.
Same deal. Things will change when we decide to have little ones. I think that's when
it's kind of crazy because I didn't talk to you maybe for a couple weeks, and then I talked to you, and you're like, "Oh yeah, I got married." and then he's like, "I was gonna tell you, invite you, whatever, but I just figured you'd be working."
Yeah.
But you said like a small.
Yeah, it was a small gathering in my mom's backyard. It was only family, so.
Yeah, I mean that's probably the way to go.
Oh yeah.
People spend like $50,000
on
these things, and I don't know. It's always like I don't really like weddings. Like they're like to go to them very cheesy. The DJ and like the.
Oh, it was
the
nice.
Same.
It was nice, man. The wedding was like super cheap, man. Super cheap.
Yeah.
Jasmine did the majority of the decorations. She's fantastic, man, with that stuff.
She did her own stuff.
It was a Asian themed wedding, and usually when you cater these things, the catering is like one of the most expensive parts of the wedding. Dude, we contracted the local Chinese restaurant, man. Excellent food, $200, man. Fed 30 people.
And no one was doing the chicken dance or any of that stuff.
No, none of that crap.
You didn't have Grandma go
Nope.
Let's get Grandma doing a Macarena.
There was a dance floor though.
Yeah.
There was a dance floor, but no dancing. No dancing. No dancing.
All right.
No dancing. Everybody showed up, and then we had the ceremony. Everybody ate. We had cake. Everybody get the hell out.
So it's done.
That's how it's done, man.
Huh. And
Hey, nothing.
And it's just more about coming together as people, you know.
Yeah, it's just witnessing my a new stage in my life. That's all it is, or in our life.
So it didn't affect you. I wasn't there. It didn't.
Now, if you were there, it'd be a little bit different.
It doesn't make the wedding any less valid that I wasn't there.
But you're the most important guest.
Yeah. So, but I'm happy for you guys. It's awesome, man.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
And I came into your home today, and I inspected the home, and
my dog made a mess. As usual.
Yes. Howard's dog's very funny. You know.
But yeah, so
I wish you luck. I think things will last. When are the children coming? That's the question we want to know.
No, not yet. We got a lot going on, and you know, it's tough, man. It's tough. I don't know if I'm ready to be a dad. I'm still a big kid.
You don't have to be, you know.
Well,
there's no pressures. There are.
Hey, I'm getting pressure from my family.
You know, whatever works. You know, whatever works for you.
Yeah.
That's right. It's my philosophy of life. My philosophy of life is like, do what you want to do. Just don't commit any crimes. That's pretty much it. You know?
But that's borderline. Some of the things that we do is criminal, but
really, all right. Well, I don't know what we got planned the rest of the day here. Crazy guy.
So
that's awesome, man. Very nice.
Yep.
Very nice. So I was when I got here, Howard showed me. Well, actually, when I got here today, Howard rolled out the red carpet for me.
I had
bunch of pizza rolls ready.
Rolls.
As soon as I walked in. Which I feel is a little racist because I'm Italian. So you're like, let's prepare some pizza rolls for this guy when he comes.
Hey, listen, you can't really say that because I found out through speaking to my mom. I'm part Italian.
Oh, you guys are South American, right?
Yeah, my grandfather is Italian. So
a lot of Italians went to South America.
Yeah, we're a bunch of mutts.
Yeah, I think everybody. Anybody in your family ever do like the heritage thing or the DNA?
No, I was thinking about doing that, Ancestry.com. Actually, there's a couple of them that I wanted to do. There's one that you can do for your ancestry, and then there's that one about health. You ever heard about that one?
Yeah, like DNA stuff you might be prone to.
Yeah, I'm afraid of that one. They're gonna tell me I'm just gonna die of a heart attack or something. But
my parents did it, and there was nothing really interesting about it.
The ancestry one?
Yeah, it was nothing really. You know what?
But you know what's strange? It's not. Let me not say it's strange. What did they find in it?
What did they find in it?
Yeah, well, like, the only reason I ask is because, like, your family's from, like, Sicily, right?
Yeah, that's why we thought. Well, my father's family is, so we thought, oh man, it could be a lot of different stuff. It could be like Middle Eastern in there.
Yeah, Middle Eastern, African,
all kinds of stuff. But it
wasn't.
It was just They do like the one they did. They don't separate Italian and Greek. I guess
that's
it's
hard.
The same.
That's hard. Yeah.
It's the same thing. Yeah. So it was just like 90-something% of that. For both of my parents, and it was just kind of like, oh, that sucks. I was hoping for some kind of,
some craziness.
Yeah, and then my girlfriend's, her family did it, and it was like, they pretty much what they thought from their side.
She's Italian?
No. She's like, they're like English and,
oh, okay.
Western European style.
Mine, I want to know, because I have like native in me.
Yeah, you should do it.
I want to see. Let me do it.
I think it's good if you're unsure, or if you think you got some crazy stuff or some different.
I think there's crazy stuff.
Well, I shouldn't say crazy. That's not really a good word. Like different things. You're just not sure what you have.
Yeah. But I'm more when you look at me physically, I'm more European than anything else. So.
Huh.
Even though we immigrated to my family immigrated to South America, so.
That's why you can't really put people in the categories like that,
No.
That's what people try to do all the time.
And even now, I wasn't born there. I'm a citizen of the country, but I'm more American than anything else.
You're a citizen of
Brazil.
Really? You were born in Brazil?
No, I was born here.
But you're still a citizen.
Yeah.
Because your parents were?
Yeah, because my parents were. So I have dual citizenship.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
Huh.
Yeah, it's strange.
Very
it's very strange. I can't go back until I get my paperwork situation fixed.
Once they put the wall up, then
Oh, I'm screwed.
You won't be able to come back in.
Oh, I won't be able to come back in.
Have you gone to Brazil?
The last time we went was in 2001.
So you've gone a few times?
Yeah, I used to go a lot when I was a kid.
It's been a while though.
Yeah, I don't want to go. It's too dangerous.
Okay.
Very dangerous.
You're fine here.
I'm fine here, yeah.
You're fine here in moderate danger.
Yeah, in moderate danger.
I
don't need super danger.
We don't need various levels of danger in our lives. Depending on where you are.
Danger.
That's kind of sad,
Yeah, we're living in some rough times, I think.
It's a bit of a weird time now.
very weird times. Very weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just, it's a lot different. You know, when you take things, I gotta admit, man, you look at things differently. I think everything's about context.
Right,
you know?
right.
So we take things a lot for granted.
Yeah.
Living here, and then you go into a place that's really like screwed up.
Yeah, you're like, oh, this.
Yeah, and then you're like,
great.
And then you're like, man, you know, it's not as bad as.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad, you know.
Huh.
So like even if like with you, right? You you go to Italy, and you look at it and you're like, man, you know, in the U.S. it's actually really good. You know, I heard.
Maybe that's good that people explore and travel and, you know, experience things. It's probably always a good idea.
Yeah, it's tough, man. It really is. You know, I find economically the world's in like a state of you know, turmoil. You know.
Well, in many ways.
So, and it is. It's in many ways. You know, and you know.
Are you excited about Election Day coming up next week?
Yeah.
Are you going to vote for stuff? What are we voting on here, dude? Can you give us an update?
For the city? Dude, I don't even know. I'll be honest with you. I don't even know.
If it's for like local stuff.
If it's for the governor, I want the governor out, but
I think that's next year.
Is it next year? Yeah.
I think so.
I got to figure.
I could be completely right. I think this year's local.
Oh, it's local?
I think I'm done with the voting thing.
You're
totally.
done?
Yeah, I don't.
Well, so what? So I ask I ask people this sometimes, and I think some people's philosophy on it is if you don't vote, you know, you can't complain.
Yeah.
But after what I've learned in the past about, or in civics class about voting, does it really matter when you vote for the president? Because it's based on whether or not the Congress is the one that's ultimately the last say, right? And who? Well,
it's supposed to be a combination of things. Of both. When you vote for Congress, though, so it's not like, you know.
Yeah.
Those people are also voted in. Is that a Halloween decoration exploding?
No, that was a motorcycle.
I've always voted. But you get more and more like disillusioned with things, you know, and it kind of becomes like, what's even the point of it, you know?
Yeah.
But, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. You know, the only thing that's nice is I haven't paid property taxes on my cars. There's some sort of budget freeze.
Really?
Yeah. So that's.
In Connecticut, you guys have.
Yeah, in Connecticut we pay property taxes every 6 months on our vehicles.
Wow. How much is that roughly?
Oh, about $600 to $800 a year.
Wow.
Yeah,
on top of insurance, on top of the freaking car and the maintenance and all that.
And the maintenance and everything.
My God.
Yeah. So the thing that worries me is because of this budget, they couldn't vote on a budget for the town. I don't want to get a tax bill next year where they're slamming me for like $3,000, you know, because I haven't paid anything this year.
I just had a bunch of work done on my car.
How was that?
And I got lazy because I needed some stuff done, like a couple things. So I went. There's a guy I know who does stuff like pretty cheaply.
Okay.
And I actually had this issue where the entire exhaust system, like the harness it's on, like collapsed. So all this shit was just hanging down.
And so it sounded like that motorcycle, right?
Basically. So I went to this guy. He's got this shop. It's like in the woods. There's no sign or anything. Like my father found this guy. I don't know. He was like a really nice guy. So what he was able to do, he charged me $150.
You made a new exhaust?
No, he just so he's like, you get a new exhaust, which is like $800, like a whole system.
Yep.
Or what he did was he welded it all together, back together, like to a frame for like $150, which is awesome. But the guy's like in the woods, and it's like he's not always around and stuff. So I needed like an inspection. I needed the oil done, and I needed my like headlight went out.
Okay.
So I just went to the freaking dealership.
Oh my God! How much was it?
Because it does it like they do it like really fast. Because I had to go to work later in the day. So I'm like, all right, yeah, just do it.
What'd they rape you for?
They charged me $50 just for the headlight.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. So the whole thing was.
How much was the labor? 100?
It was 50 altogether for the. The whole thing was maybe $200 or something crazy, something like that. Yeah.
To change an effing headlight?
And the inspection in the.
Oh, you did it.
Do you guys have inspections here?
No, you do.
Yeah, we do inspections.
So here,
but it's only like you know, it's maybe $30 for once a year.
See that, and that's what I mean. It's funny because every state's different. Yeah. So the state of Connecticut, what we have to do every couple of years is emissions testing.
Yeah.
Which I think the state of New York does that too, right?
I think it's probably part of it. They test like everything. The tires at a certain level.
But and then it's like we don't do any of that. dude,
you drive any piece of crap.
But that's the problem. I kind of agree with the state of New York, because then you're not going to have accidents like you have. Dude, you ever seen some of these cars on the highway?
It's all money making scheme, though.
Is this thing even legal? You know? Things like falling apart. It's got no bumper.
That is strange. It's different in different states, though, right?
Yeah, everything's different, man. Everything's different.
And I live on the border too, so it's not even like I'm in a totally different like environment or something, you know.
So here, so like one of the things that's funny, it's like, so here in the state of Connecticut, if the vehicle's older than 25 years, you don't have to do emissions on it, because now it's not worth it, right?
Right.
So I don't know how it is in the state of New York, but the state of Massachusetts, it doesn't matter. They do emissions on everything.
Huh.
So it's like you get to a point where it's like the car's like in the 60s. You know it ain't gonna pass emissions. The thing blows more black smoke than anything else.
And you got your property tax on every car, boats and all kinds of what else?
Yep, boats, trailers, trucks, cars.
Go-karts?
Probably go-karts, yeah. Don't be surprised.
For Power Wheels tax?
Power Wheels, yeah.
Man. So basically, like, when I got through with this, I just paid them, and I was like, oh, shit, I shouldn't have done that. So I was thinking about it. It's basically like bringing your computer, like you have like a virus, and you bring it to like Best Buy or something like that, you know what I'm saying? And they just go like, charge you like crazy amounts for...
Geek Squad.
Yeah, for like running a freaking...
antivirus.
CC cleaner and malware bites or something for free. They charge you like $400. So I was like, that's very. That was the equivalent of what I did with the car, you know.
But now it's like, you know, I always thought about this, right?
But it's convenient though. That's why people go to the Geek Squad or whatever.
So you pay. So like in a dealership is the worst, man.
Oh yeah.
You go to a dealership, right, or any type of like repair place. They have to, per state law, they have to put up what their hourly rate is. You ever see some of these hourly rates?
Oh yeah, yeah.
They're like $140 an hour, right?
Well, that's why I got the $50. It took the guy, 20 minutes or whatever. So it's like,
So my question is, out of the $150, how much does a technician make?
Oh, he's probably getting,
$25 an hour, if that.
Probably not even.
If that.
It's mostly the
so
places.
the dealership makes the rest.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like all these places, man. It's like all these store jobs. It's the same.
So like in a Geek Squad, what do they charge? $70 an hour, and you're paying the guy
that guy's getting minimum wage.
$12 an hour.
Probably $11. Yeah.
And he's the one that's doing all the work.
Well, that's how things go, man. They only pay you, like your job pays you less than what you make for them, right?
Yeah.
So that's how they're able to pay you that.
And God,
but some places like they're really making money off people, right?
What is it that Jesse James put on his hand? And God we trust, all else pay cash. Yeah.
Wow, this is giving some philosophy here, Howard.
Hey.
This is great, wonderful.
You want me to hit you up with another one? I got them all.
Let's go. Let's go.
You ever hear of the Japanese one? There's an old Japanese saying, "The nail that sticks up gets hammered."
Huh. What is the meaning behind this, you think?
Any type of
don't have an erection in public, or maybe you should.
Or are you gonna have to hammer it down?
Yeah, hammer it down. It's gonna get hammered by somebody. Is that what you're saying? I don't know.
No, it's about getting things done. If there's a task that needs to get done, you get it done.
All right.
Don't procrastinate and not get it done.
Then you have more and more nails sticking out, and the whole thing falls apart. See, I'm adding to it. I'm adding my own pieces to it. So what we got here, man, you showed me your new computer.
Yep.
So it all ties together. This is from the Geek Squad part.
Right
see what goes on here? It's like riding a wave,
and this isn't even, this is all unplanned, right?
Yeah, so actually, you mentioned your podcast, right?
Yep.
How can people tell them how to watch it and stuff? Did you mention that already?
No, I didn't. So the podcast, it's on my channel, youtube.com/Howard Showcases. Yeah. It's a podcast that I started with a friend of mine that does karate with me. It's called Karate Kyodai, which is Karate Brothers. So
Howard Showcases.
Howard Showcases.
When you first told me the name, like all those years ago, I thought you said Howard Showcase, which I think would have been better. Howard Showcase.
I never thought about that. Yeah.
I thought that was awesome, but it's Howard Showcases, which is fine.
Yeah.
It's perfectly fine. It's a little bit of a rip-off of my channel.
It is. It's fine.
You probably should have picked a bigger channel to rip off than mine.
No, but listen, you're a friend of mine. It's
all right. So it's like,
what is it? Imitation is the best form of flattery.
So yeah, everybody check it out, man. So you guys did one episode, right?
We did one episode, and it was to introduce Rob, and John knows Rob. Rob's an old fighting game.
Yeah, man.
Old school fighting game.
I'm in them probably like over 10 years ago, the first time.
Oh God, man! You know when I met him. We bring it up in the podcast. I was 13 years old when I met Rob, man. So you figure I'm 32 now. God knows I can't do math right now. So many years ago, many moons ago.
Damn.
So
what do you guys talk about the
first episode? We talked about more about the fighting game scene and how he got involved in it, and pretty much bringing up the Connecticut fighting game community. And then we went into how that influenced, or vice versa, how martial arts influenced him to get into fighting games, or how fighting games got him into martial arts.
Wow.
So
it's like I want to do that shit that.
What's that?
It's like I want to do that stuff that Ryu does in the screen.
Hey. We talked a little bit about our style of karate and what we thought and everything else. So
you can find that Howard Showcases on YouTube.
Yep.
I was impressed. I checked it out. I didn't even know this was happening. Howard's looking to the podcast. And
actually, it was all unplanned. He actually came to the house. We were supposed to play Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, and then we ended up doing a podcast.
So you're more of the host in that?
No, we're supposed to be. We're both the hosts.
Both the hosts. Okay.
I just wanted to introduce him, so then when we get our next guest in, so we're brainstorming ideas now what we're gonna do next. So.
All right. How often do you think you might do something like that?
Probably like once a month, once every other month. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So speaking of Street Fighter, let's go in that direction.
Okay.
I was going to go in another direction, but let's go in this direction.
We're going right into Street Fighter, okay.
So sometimes the waves go in different areas and you got to pick your road.
So here's everyone's question, before you ask.
What?
When are you going to start playing again?
Oh, never. But,
okay.
All right, here's something crazy, man. So I see, this is back like in, especially in the spring, this is the first time I heard of this. So I was watching like the NBA playoffs, which is like a huge event, right? Millions of people are watching this thing. It's like as mainstream could be, right? All of a sudden, you know Marv Albert, the commentator?
Yeah.
He's been a commentator for many, many years. They do like these ads during the, sometimes like, oh, Doritos, get them, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So he's like, this Friday night on TBS, Street Fighter 4 World Championship or something like that.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So they had, it was maybe Street Fighter 5 probably.
Yeah, it was probably Street Fighter 5.
So on freaking TBS, they have like tournaments on there.
Yeah, so what is it called? Esports? Yeah.
And they're advertising, not only do this, they're advertising it during the NBA, which is like pretty huge. And then I'm watching another game like later on, and it was just like after that thing took place, I didn't watch it, whatever, but I was like, oh, that's really interesting. They're like, oh, this Friday night, the celebrity Street Fighter 5 tournament featuring Shaq, featuring all these other...
No way. I didn't hear about this one.
Yeah, this was like months ago. So so not only did they have a friggin' tournament on TBS, they also had a Street Fighter tournament with like celebrities playing against each other.
You know what it was? It was probably to go after that whole. You remember? Was it last year that they had Daigo playing Lupe Fiasco?
Maybe
rapper.
Daigo versus Shaq was on there. Maybe I don't know.
Come on, man.
But
publicity stunt.
No, I mean, but I was like really blown away by this. That's gotten to this level because I remember doing this stuff years ago.
Don't you can
down in the dungeons in the basement.
You can admit it. It's doing the shit.
Huh?
Doing the shit.
Oh yeah, it was.
It's not even stuff. The shit that we did.
It was like 6 dudes in a basement.
And then you always got that one that never took a shower.
Oh, that's more than that. And then you have like we'd have these tournaments with like 10 people in them.
Then nobody's taking a shower.
And then, no, I didn't shower either. I remember going into the New York and these tournaments with like 20 people in them.
Yeah.
Everybody was good though, because like the people that play at the time, like you would have a small amount of people, but they were all like really good because they were the only ones doing this,
Yeah, we went through. There was a lot of dark ages.
I would get like 3rd place, right? And I'd be like so excited by this, and then like the only reward is really on Shoryuken. There'd be like the forum. There'd be like a text, a forum post of like the results.
Yeah.
Like that's my name, and I got second on this 25-man tournament in his basement of this land center.
Yeah, and then you figure you win 3rd place, and what's the pot? The pot.
I got like $10.
Yeah, the first place got what, $50?
But it's unbelievable how much it's really changed. I don't know. I don't know if it's good or not. Like I don't know. I'm not part of the scene, so I don't know if.
I haven't seen a lot of the pop like what these guys are making, but I know it's a lot of money, man.
But I don't know if the TBS or the TN, whatever it's on. ESPN,
there was one that was I think they're on ESPN now too.
So I don't know enough to say if like they're presenting it well or if it's good or whatever. It's got to be. I mean, it's got to be good.
I think the reason why it does
the sponsors are.
Yeah, I think the reason why it does so well is because out of a lot of the other types of esports, fighting game community has a lot of drama, and I think that's what sells it. Is the drama.
They like that.
Yeah, people like
this guy
that.
hates this dude because he beat him in this game.
Yeah. So there was like
they use the same character. Who's the best with the character?
There was like this whole rivalry like a few months ago with that guy Knuckle-Doo and Smug, and they would go back and forth, and I think that brought a lot of ratings to brought a lot of people to the fighting game.
Who has the worst handle?
Yeah. God, man. Yeah, and these people, they come up with these handles, and it's like, oh my God.
But I mean, and not only that, but like I actually last night I was flipping through the channels, man. Does I still have cable for some reason? It's got to go. Do you have cable?
No, I got rid of it months ago.
It's gonna be going soon. They had they had a tournament last night with Injustice 2 was on.
Yeah, a lot of these games got a lot
on TV, on cable,
man. On cable, yeah.
So did you ever imagine it would get to this point?
I never thought it was going to get to this point. I didn't even think any type of video game was going to get to this point.
Do you think if you were 10 years younger, part of the current generation, that you would have been maybe more inclined to get into this, or no?
I would have been playing games probably, but I wouldn't have gotten to where I got in fighting games.
Really?
Remember, the only reason that probably the same thing with you. The only reason I got into fighting games was because of the arcades.
Yeah,
they don't. These.
No, that's true.
There's no arcades, so there's. Like I said, people don't understand the dark ages that we had to go through. And like I said, we talk about dark ages and we talk about pots, right? So you go to we go to the tournament, you're making like $30, $40, right?
Yeah.
First place. People don't realize like there was there was World Warriors, man. Freaking Tony B, man, down in New London. That guy went to every tournament, man. Massachusetts, New York, Philadelphia, all along the East Coast, man.
Well, before there's online play, what do?
Yeah.
You want to sit at home and just play the arcade mode and the training mode? So you got to.
It was
literally the story of Ryu, right? It was like you had to travel.
Tony B is Ryu. I don't care what anybody says.
And then you would hear about this guy and some other, so you hear about this player in some other state or something. You have to drive down there.
You remember when we went to the SBO tournament, right, for ST and Tennessee?
Yeah.
Chris took a bus, dude. 23-hour bus ride, man, to Tennessee, man.
And you get off the bus and you're like, I'm ready to play. Holy shit.
And then then what happens? Tournament's over. He gets right back on the bus and goes back to New York.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, it was a different era. I mean, I don't know if you could say it's better. I mean, the
thing is that I think to an extent it's better because the accessibility is easier now with internet play and everything. You can play anybody. But I think the drive and the hunger is not there. I think that's not. Well, it's not there as like when we were playing.
But if these guys,
excuse me.
I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to compare. But if you have one era where no one made any money and you're still going crazy, like traveling and losing money to get second place or whatever, that shows a certain amount of like love of the
tenacity.
Love and tenacity of the actual game itself. Mm-hmm. And the competition. People are doing that now, but they can win thousands. But it's not. You can't really say that they don't have the same love of the game. They just happen to also be able to make money as well.
The thing is, it's like.
But I'm sure if you took the money away, you would lose a lot of the.
Well, the thing
is, a large portion of the community would fall away, but some will still be there.
So you're starting to see something here where it's like, there was in our era, right? There's a lot of fighting games, right? A lot of different fighting games. So you would pick whatever game you want to play, and you'd start loving the game.
Yeah.
What's happening now is there is still a decent amount of fighting games out there, but the issue is these guys are playing these games. Some of these guys hate the game, but the only reason they're playing is because of the money.
Yeah.
So.
No, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Anytime there's money involved, you're gonna see stuff like that. Anytime there's money to be made, just people doing that thing just to get the money to be made. Yeah. But I still think there'd be people that would continue.
Well, it's even like
fools like I was, doing this stuff for I don't know.
Well, it's even like that game Counter-Strike, right? CS:GO. I don't know how old the game's old. It's really old, and people still play it. It's still in tournaments. It's still in the spotlight.
Well, I mean, Super Turbo's still going in some respects, right?
Yeah.
How's it doing?
I think it's doing a lot better than what it maybe 5-6 years ago. There's a lot of tournaments. There's even these like now with that Canada Cup, the Japanese players came out. Matsun's down here.
Yeah.
Kusamondo.
No, it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
So like when I left the game, I felt like the game would continue or would be fine. You know what I mean? Like, not to say I was even a big part of it or I don't know. I'm trying to word this properly. So we were doing our thing with our streams and our Don't Blow This stuff. Like, it was trying to promote the game. I would say that was our goal more than anything. So it got to a point where I felt like the game would be okay if I'm not part of it. So I was able to leave,
and it did,
and it's still fun. Probably because I wasn't a big deal or anything. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I tried my best to promote the game. And I was like, I've done all I could do to
spread the gospel.
Spread the gospel of the game. And now it's time for other people to take it.
And there has been there's like I said, there's a whole thing now in New York with that Too Old Too Furious that they're playing a lot of the older games. So people took the reins of the older games.
Well, a lot of those guys that became really great players in the East Coast, we brought them together in your home, right? We brought them all. We kind of brought these different dudes together, guys that I met in different tournaments throughout the years, and invite them all in. And
there was
it's been a long time. I haven't played since. I haven't even touched it since 2012. I think I played with you.
Yeah, we played a couple of matches.
Last year?
Yeah,
a few matches. But it's I put my time in,
Yeah, there was. I miss playing. I don't know if I really miss playing. I miss more of the camaraderie. There was a lot of, and we had some good times. There was a lot of heated arguments and things like that.
Great times with the guys.
And
I miss the boys.
Yeah, I do. I do. Yeah. But we had, and like you said, it's time. We're going through phases in our lives. I got married. You're doing some different things, and we don't have time for it, man.
Yeah, I think at times in your life you have to kind of put something away in order to open something else up.
Yeah.
So I stopped playing, and then I started the show a few months later, after I was pretty much I'm done with this. And now the show's kind of not happening as much because I'm doing some other stuff. So it's you have to kind of go with the flow. I feel like the universe tells you what to do in a way.
Yeah.
You can't fight it. You have to kind of go with the flow of doors open and doors shut. And you try to hold on to things, but that's when things kind of really get bad.
Yeah.
You get stuck and you shouldn't be doing something, but you're still doing it just because you've done it before. And you gotta be free to evolve and move on.
Yeah. Well, even with regular gaming, do you even have time for casual gaming?
I don't play any games at all now. It's crazy. It used to be such a huge part of my life, So, but I'm happy with the time I put in, the times I had.
Yeah. And I think as you get older too, the urge to play is just goes away. The urge to play anything. It
may come back at some point. I get these little feelings sometimes. I was telling you, I almost got that Sonic Mania. But I'll probably get it. I'll probably get it soon. But you can't do everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you can't do everything. You certainly can't do everything well.
No.
So I like to try to focus on certain things.
Jack, there's an old saying, and you see it in a lot of.
Some people can do it. I can't.
Yeah, you see it, and you see it in a lot of. You see it in everything actually, and we were talking about this with me doing martial arts. The UFC, right? We talk about this all the time. UFC went through some phases, right? So in the beginning, you had
people pulling hair and biting each other.
Yeah, in the beginning, what you had in the beginnings of the UFC, you had masters of a certain style or a certain type of martial art. Then what happened is that the UFC started evolving. Then you had a jack of all trades, right?
Yeah.
But here's the thing: it's a jack of all trades, a master of none, right? Then what you're seeing now,
ways, yeah.
So now what you're seeing now in the UFC is you're seeing more people come up the UFC as masters of a certain thing, and then mediocre in other things.
Right.
That is the most important thing, because now you have people that are like great. You're seeing it in a lot of these fighters, you know, and it's like same thing in fighting games, right? You have people that are coming up, and they're playing all these different games, but they're not great at all at every single game. They might be great in one game because they like that game, but the rest of them they're shit or mediocre, you know.
Do you ever have that experience when you're a kid? You see a game as like a magical thing.
What's that?
Like when you were a kid and you saw like a certain game.
Oh God, yeah.
Like magic, just kind of capture your imagination. And you talk about the arcades, especially that. You look at these arcades, you see it, you see some game in the corner. Holy shit! Mortal Kombat or something. So, I just haven't had that feeling in a long time when I saw like seeing something.
Yeah.
And it's like such a crazy expense. It's become like such a So, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it comes back, or I don't know.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
It's the ebbs and flows, man, of life, you know. So.
Yes, it is.
But you got a nice setup going. You got a nice computer. You're showing me. Built a PC.
Yeah, I built a PC in April, and I have finally bit the bullet, and now I'm a PC Master Race kind of guy.
Wow.
Yeah. I thought I would never do that. I thought it was more of a console gamer.
You're always messing around though. You always like different laptops. You'd always like messing with different, adding stuff.
And this was like the best thing. Is, I was always like, if I needed a computer, it was more a laptop. Yeah. So it's the first time I built a computer.
You were like the first one I knew that was doing streaming and stuff. When was that? When did you start?
I started with, it was more Chris. Chris was the one I was pushing. It was like 20.
And you guys were like mad scientists in there. Like
2010, 2011. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, so, now I'm playing a lot of different, casually playing different games, Overwatch, Fortnite, Battlegrounds, so.
Just having some fun?
Just having some fun, yeah. Casually, it's fun. I like more co-op games. I think I have more fun with them,
Mm. Have you been watching any shows, movies?
Yeah.
What have you been
big into Walking Dead.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I never got into it, man. I don't know why.
Big into Walking Dead. I just watched the first episode of the.
Did you do Game of Thrones?
No.
See, that's weird. So you're doing the Walking Dead. I'm doing the Game of Thrones, and then
I tried Game of Thrones, and I don't know if it's because you know what it is. If I look at a show, right, and I feel like there's like 20 seasons, then it feels daunting to even start.
Right.
It,
Well, that's what happened with Walking Dead. It's like there's just
But then like for me, people used to come up to me and ask me, like, "Oh, you never watched Breaking Bad? It's like the greatest show ever."
It either.
I just freaking blew through the. You
binged it.
I binged it, yeah.
Huh.
So I'm on Walking Dead. I watched Mr. Robot.
Yes, you didn't watch that one.
Mr. Robot's really good. You got to start the new season. Shit, what else? I started House of Cards and I liked it. I just got to get back into it.
Okay.
And Stranger Things, I love that show.
Did you see the second season just came out? Did you start it?
No, it didn't. It didn't come out.
It came out last night, I think. Yeah.
Oh no! Yeah. Shit, I got to get on it.
I think it came out last night. Yeah, for Halloween.
Yeah, I got to get on.
So I might be checking that out tonight. Actually, it might be my.
And I want to get back into the Marvel ones. The Marvel
shows.
Shows on
I've
Netflix.
Seen them all, yeah.
I finished my favorite one was Luke Cage.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
What was it? Iron Fist was mediocre. I didn't really like it.
Yeah, John and I have talked about that at great lengths.
Yeah. But what about the
Defenders? I saw the whole thing.
Yeah.
You should, it's like I think it's only 8 episodes.
Is it good?
It's okay. It's okay. Daredevil season 1 and Jessica Jones and Luke Cage were like the high points.
Jessica Jones, I started watching. I went through half of the first season and it did not. I don't know if it's because of her as an actress.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, it's coming out in November, right?
What's that?
Punisher.
Yeah. Is it November?
November 17th comes out.
Oh, I can't wait, man.
So.
Yeah. What about you? What have you been into?
I saw Blade Runner, the new one, recently.
Oh, how was it?
I like Blade Runner a lot. It's a movie I really like.
I never watched Blade Runner.
Yeah.
And I want to watch the original one, but I can't find it.
Okay, so it's a very weird movie in that it came out. It was out for 5 weeks. In 1982, it came out, and then it's just like it bombed horribly. And there's all these different cuts of the movie. Like there's the theatrical cut, the original one, and they kind of like took it away from Ridley Scott at the time. He was making the movie. He did like Alien and those movies. So they took it away from him, and because they felt like people couldn't understand what the movie was about. So they had Harrison Ford add all these like voiceovers into the movie. So he's like explaining the plot as you go, which I happen to like because I really like monologues and stuff like that.
Okay.
I tend to put that in a lot of stuff I do.
So Blade Runner. The reason why I wanted to watch it and I can't find it. Blade Runner is the reason why anime exploded.
Really? Oh, just the Neo world and stuff.
So the Akira, Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah.
That game that was really popular that Kojima made. Is it Policenauts?
Okay.
For the
very
Sega
influential.
CD. Very influential, and it was because of Blade Runner.
Huh.
That's
what I like about it, because it's got that vibe to it.
Cyberpunk. That's what started it. Yeah,
exactly. It's got this weird futuristic world, like the music's all these synths, and so it's like this weird movie. And then, so there's like a theatrical version. Then later on, they let Ridley Scott make his own version again. So there's a director's cut.
And how was it?
Then there's a final cut, and they all have like different kind of pieces to them. One of them doesn't have the voiceovers in it.
What about this new one?
So I went to see this new one. It's awesome. It's very long. It's like 3 hours long.
They said it was like there was lukewarm reception to it.
It like bombed. It bombed
Are you
horribly.
serious?
Yeah, but like the Rotten Tomatoes, the reviews are very high on it. But it's like 3 hours long. I don't think many people like ever even saw the original, like you were just saying. If people want to see, they don't know which one to watch because there's like different versions of the original one. So it's like this very like unique history to this franchise. The fact that they even made this movie 35 years later. But no, I really did like it though. I recommend it. Check it out if you can watch it at home, maybe if you don't want to sit there for 3 hours.
No, I'm gonna watch both of them now.
It's probably one of the best looking movies you'll ever see.
The new one, really?
Yeah, it's crazy stuff they pulled off.
Well, it's like with Ghost in the Shell, the new one, or the live action.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
How was that?
I didn't think it was as good as the anime.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. That's the stuff that changed my life, man. Like the late '90s, all that stuff that was coming over here. You know, the first thing I really watched was like Dragon Ball Z, and you're like, all right, you know, it's good. But then you get like some of this stuff where it's really like just art, man, like Ghost in the Shell, that kind of stuff.
Akira to me was what started me on anime, and I'm one of the biggest Akira fans. I have like 8 copies of the movie.
Yeah, you're into
I have VHS and all the way up to Blu-ray, and I have like 3 copies of the Blu-ray. I don't know why I get into these things where I see it. And not only that, you know what I did buy that just should be showing up at the house in a few days is they re-released the manga in like hardcover.
Oh.
And it's like a whole collection. So the manga is completely different from the anime. So I never got a chance to read the manga, and I want to read it.
The first time I saw Akira, like I've probably said this on the show many times before, but like I was a little kid, and I was probably watching, what cartoons would I watch? Ninja Turtles or something, and I don't know, Transformers or some G.I. Joe. And I went to some like little game shop in New York, like one of those like, you know, they have like imported games.
Oh yeah.
You know? And like all these games like you never even saw before. What the hell is this? But they had like these guys were playing Akira on like a VHS in the corner, and there was like 6 dudes holding around this like TV, just like watching this thing. I saw it, I was like, what the hell is this, man? Yeah. It was so unbelievable. So. Oh,
the thing that captivated me the most about it is the animation. Till this day, there's nothing that rivals that movie. Nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, Blade Runner was really good. When I was in LA, I went to this building, the Bradbury Building. It's in the first movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it's like the first movie's in the 2019, but it looks like it's like year 3000 or something compared to where we are now, right?
The first movie was in 2019.
It's supposed to take place in 2019.
And then now
but it looks like it's, you know.
What are we? 2017, 2 years away?
Yeah, we got nothing. We got nothing like that, you know. We got like Twitter, you know. That's about,
Twitter.
That's our advancement since then. But
social media.
But I went to that building and I saw the movie and I was like, oh, it's weird, you know.
Really? Huh.
But anyway, since it's Halloween, we got a couple festive things to get through here.
Okay.
To get through, I make it sound so enticing for people. So let's see here. Traditionally on this program, we have shown, I guess you call it the best of the worst.
The worst of the best.
Worst of the best? No, it's the best of the worst. It's the worst of the worst. Sexy costumes.
Okay.
So we'll show Howard the pictures.
Yep.
And I guess at home I'll throw the pics up.
Okay, let's see.
If someone gives some copyright strikes for stealing people's content. So I have a number of them for you here, Howard. We'll get your take. Let's see here. So we just talked about this character's coming to Netflix soon. Of course, we need to take... It's all like weird pop culture stuff. Like, we have to take advantage of what's popular in pop culture, and we'll make a sexy costume of that, and then we'll sell it. That's like the whole idea.
Are they going to do it with the It Clown? A sexy costume with the It Clown?
No, we were just talking about this. So, what we have here, Howard, we'll get your review. How should we review this? We get like a star system?
Yeah, 1 to 5.
How about this? Would you wear it? Would Howard personally wear it? That's what we'll do. Yes or no?
Is it a woman's costume? If it is, my balls are going to come out of it.
All right. So here we go. The sexy Punisher.
I'm digging the knee-high boots with the fishnet stockings.
And you can tell it's like a bootleg costume because the skull is not exactly...
Here's my question. If I purchase it, am I going to look exactly like the girl in the picture?
Yes, Howard. You will look even sexier than her, I believe.
Or is it going to be sagging?
I don't know what you got going on here. I didn't walk on you in a bathroom stall. I don't know what you got. All right. So what would you
4.5 if it fits me correctly.
Okay. Oh, this is actually a men's costume. So I think, in my opinion, this is fairly a racist costume. I don't know what you call it, but it's called the Naughty Native.
Enoch Chuck?
The Naughty Native costume, Howard. Would you wear that? Yes or no?
How is this naughty? Is it because he's wearing skinny jeans?
Yeah.
Or
it's sexy.
I thought it was going to show more abs.
It's not sexy enough.
I give it a 2.
It's not sexy enough for you.
Not
Do you feel
enough.
it's how'd you get the thing off?
Just hit it.
Oh. Do you feel that's offensive? Yeah.
Yeah, I would say it's
for a white guy to wear.
The thing that kills me is like the headpiece.
Yeah.
It's more what is it, carnival type of a headpiece instead of Native American? Yeah, it's like
they pulled it off a different costume and put it together. I don't think the natives are wearing the skinny jeans like you mentioned there.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's a term that you hear. Howard's trying to sneak a peek. I saw that.
I do.
He's trying to get up on this. So here's a term that you hear thrown around a lot, mostly by our president and other folks. Fake news. Have you heard of fake news?
I thought you were going to say grab it by the pussy.
That was last year's cast. This is 2017. Okay. So here we go, Howard. Sexy fake news as a costume. Did you ever think that fake news could be so sexy?
This is horrible.
Are you turned
I'm
up?
giving this a 1. There's no
Why?
freaking... John, look at it.
It's sexy fake news.
There's no thought process on it. All it is a dress with newspaper clippings on it.
It's just fake on the...
It's horrible.
Would you even know what that is if someone had that on? Would you even get the joke?
I would not get 0.5.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure, like I said, people just, whoever's in charge of this just goes on Google and looks at shit.
Looks at memes.
Types in, and he's like, that's a costume, that's a costume.
Is there a costume with a Donald?
No, I don't have one.
Damn it, man.
It's too political for this program, right? I don't want to cause a firestorm of,
all right,
I don't know.
Let's see.
You can look at your own sexy Donald Trump on your own time, or with your nice computer every time. This one is pretty bad. You've heard of Beauty and the Beast. I think this would be, I don't know, how would you describe this? This is the sexy, Beauty is the Beast? Beautiful Beast? Sexy Beast for a woman.
So, my first critique of this, right?
Yes, let's go. What do you have?
The glove doesn't even fit her, right? Or the gloves.
Yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Is she wearing an ascot? Is that an ascot?
That's what the Beast wears. The Beast wears an ascot.
Okay.
Beauty and the Beast.
And when was the last time you saw the Beast wearing cut-up jeans?
I don't know, man.
Or knee-high boots. Or even those shin-high boots.
I'm seeing it right now. That's what I'm seeing it. He's got the rose going. Very sexy. All right.
Very sexy. And then the hair, messy hair with horns?
Horny. The horny Beast.
2.5.
All right, so you just don't watch Game of Thrones. This isn't really going to work for you. Maybe some of the folks at home may understand it.
Let me see who it is. Depends on who it is. There's a meme about him.
Have you heard of Jon Snow?
Yes.
He's a man that wears like furs.
Okay, yep.
He's in part of one of the characters. So this is the sexy female Jon Snow costume.
Okay, where's the rest of the furs?
There's not enough furs. Not enough furs for Howard. Do you find it sexy? Sexual. That's how we should have rated it. How turned on is Howard?
How turned on? Well, if you're saying that he wears furs,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
It's
dumbfounded by this.
I'm dumbfounded. Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on to the next one.
I thought she was gonna have furry vagina or something.
Whoa! Well, we don't know that. All right, so you met. Oh Jesus! All right, saving that one for later.
Okay.
So you mentioned it earlier. Somehow you figured this out.
Okay.
How did you know this was going to happen?
What's that?
Did you see it? The movie? Did you see it?
See it?
Yeah. Did you see it?
No, I didn't. I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
You know what I'm speaking of? It?
Yeah.
All right.
How would you refer to this? Did you see it?
Did you see it? The movie?
Okay.
Did you see the original one?
Yes, it was horrible.
You didn't like it? Why?
Not that it was horrible. I was scared when I was a kid when I watched it, and then years later you rewatch it, and you're like, why was I scared of this?
You know what always bothered me about it? Like they show in that one they show the kids as adults, like early in the movie, or in so you're like, oh, nothing happens to them. They grew up. You know what I'm saying? Then they show them as kids. You're like, they'll be fine, sort of.
That was when Stephen King losing it at that time.
I don't know. What do you mean? What was going on?
He was just coming up with stupid ideas stuff. Like Pet Sematary.
So you mentioned it earlier, Howard. Here it is, the sexy It costume.
Looks nothing like him.
How aroused are you from this?
He's supposed to have a big forehead.
Well, it's the sexy version. The plastic surgery or something. I mean,
is this a theme with gloves that don't fit?
You're very upset by these gloves.
I am. Look.
Huh. Yeah, maybe it is just like a trend or something.
So if
they sell at the mall now.
If I put this on, I'm gonna be walking around with a balloon.
Yes.
Looking crazy.
Sure. Yeah.
Is that an ascot?
You're noticing all the strangest things here. Things you're pointing out. Gloves and ascots are very bothersome to you.
Did it wear freaking stockings?
Ripped
up fishnet stockings?
In the porn version. The porn parody. All right, we have 2 more to go here. Oh, this last one you're gonna like.
You know what they should be making or thinking of making now?
Yeah.
If clowns are the thing now, a remake of Killer Clowns from Space.
Clowns are now it. No, it's used to be vampires like Twilight. Zombies is over.
Yeah, and now
vampires is over.
Clowns. Killer Clowns from Space.
All right, this is a man's costume, Howard. I don't know even what you call this. I can't even really look at it for that long. I'm just saying that because I'm trying to sound like I'm very masculine.
Okay.
But I actually looked at it for a long time. It's very.
You're looking at a dong?
It's very sexual. I think it's a pilot or a stewardess. Not a stewardess. Steward would be a man.
Is that even the correct term?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't think it's steward. Flight attendant. Attendant.
Flight attendant.
Oh my God. So his balls and his schlong are being held up by his tie? What?
Looks comfortable. It's sexy, festive, and comfortable.
Is this Kim Jong's flight attendant?
What?
I don't know.
What does that have to do with it? Wow.
What is this?
I don't know. Would you wear it?
Fishnet top?
Would you ever wear it? What if the wife requested that you put it on?
If my wife requested it, it'd be one thing.
You would do it?
I would do it.
Oh, very nice.
For her, not for anybody else.
Very nice. All right, this is probably one of the worst ones. We've done this many years on this program. It's probably the worst one I've seen. So you've seen the show Stranger Things. You enjoyed the show. Does the wife watch it too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it the vagina monster?
That was in the show?
Thing that the head opens?
Oh, okay. No. The character of 11. Great character.
Okay, yep.
It's a little girl.
Yeah.
She's maybe 11 years old in real. I don't know. How old is she supposed to be?
Yeah.
As I lose it here. Somebody made this, Howard. The sexy 11 costume. A child. They've sexualized the child.
So, we got some...
Terrible.
We got some issues.
All right, go ahead. Dig it out.
First of all, whoever designed this costume has some pedophilia issues.
Yes, well,
okay?
That's obvious, yes.
So that's the first thing. The second thing is, so you're going to be walking around with a bloody nose?
You walk around with a bloody nose.
Okay.
People really know what you're doing.
Okay.
Or you just had some cocaine.
And a waffle purse?
She eats waffles in the show.
Okay, but a waffle purse?
Yeah.
These people are running out of ideas, man. Running out of ideas. The wig, I understand, right?
Yes.
But does that mean that whoever wears this got to shave their head? And then put a wear?
Oh, later on. You can wear the bald cap instead. So.
You can wear a bald cap?
Yep. So Howard, what was your favorite sexy Halloween costume of 2017? The ones we showed. Today.
I would
recap. We had the Punisher. We had the Naughty Native.
I would say Jon Snow.
That's the best one.
I would think so.
You just like the model the most? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, the model was great.
That's what you're basing this on. All right. There you go, friends. We still have a few days left to go to get one of these costumes.
Then you can
head out and trick or treat.
You can get them on clearance after Halloween for next year.
I guarantee someone's gonna show up with one of these costumes at your door this year because you said no one came last year.
Because of you.
And then, yeah, exactly. They're gonna find out where you live and just be like, we're gonna control this guy. So before we get out of here, man, we got to do this.
What do we have to do?
This is the really frightening thing.
What do we have to do?
This is something we used to do with Howard back in the day on the show.
Okay.
Subway tweets. Tweets about Subway.
About goddamn time, man.
We haven't done this in a long time. I think you probably under the last time we did it.
Oh man, I couldn't.
This is the true frightening thing. Scary, you know. So here we go. Several tweets about Subway. I went through them last night a little bit, and I only had to go back like 11 hours in their timeline to find like a bunch of good ones. So I don't know. Who knows what gems we've missed over the last couple of years we haven't done this, you know? So here we go, ready?
Gems.
The first one. At Subway, your hoagies blow. That's it. What does a hoagie even mean? Is that a sandwich?
It's a colloquial term for a sandwich.
What are the terms for sandwiches? Like grinders?
So New England is grinders, right?
Yeah.
And New York, it's a wedge.
Yeah.
Right? New England, there's some people use sub, right?
Subs.
Yeah.
Well, that's what Subway is. Subway, yeah.
Did you know Subway started in Connecticut?
Yeah. I was in California, they're like all over the place. They don't have like real delis there.
Just Subway?
They just have Subways everywhere, yeah. It was a sad sight.
It is sad.
I felt bad. I feel like I needed to make him a sandwich.
No delicatessens.
Yeah. So I had a friend over one time when I was in like high school, and he moved from Missouri. And my mother was like, "You boys want a wedge?" And he was like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "What is that?"
And then what did your mom say? You want a soda? And he goes,
No, not
pop?
a soda. No,
he pop. Is it pop that they use out there?
Possibly, yeah, in the Midwest. So she's like, "You guys want a wedge?" And then he didn't say anything to her, but then he's like, "What's that?" So yeah, this guy used hoagie, which I don't know who uses that term, but sure.
Hoagie.
I don't like that one.
Your hoagies blow.
Your hoagies blow. That's simply your hoagies blow.
Or do you blow the hoagie?
Someone's getting blown one way or another. Here's another one. At Subway, seafood sensation on menu. Hooray! Exclamation point. He's already laughing. Disappointed and had hardly any seafood on it. I asked, "Where's the seafood?" Question mark. I was told only 2 scoops. Please use a bigger scoop or full scoops. Hashtag sandwich fail. Hashtag seafood sensation. Hashtag sad sandwich.
And they were really sad, man.
You can't make this up, man. There was no one talented enough to sit there.
So the seafood, the seafood sandwich, is that the one that has like crab meat in it?
Yeah, why would you even get that, man?
That's not even real crab meat.
Oh, God. From Subway, you're eating crab. And then you're like, oh.
Well, it's like, you remember a few months ago, McDonald's was doing like a lobster
rolls. Yeah.
Why would you eat a lobster roll from McDonald's, man?
Some people, I think some places, like we were just saying, they'd have no option. Like
you're asking for like fucking food poisoning.
You know how we were saying, like in certain places only have Subways as sandwiches?
Yeah.
Maybe they have no other, there's no other way to get seafood, so you're like, I'll try this.
Sad sandwich.
I can't even break this down. So he got the seafood station. He didn't have enough seafood for his liking. He asked the people, "Can I have more? Like only 2 scoops, sir." So he tweeted them saying, "Get a bigger scooper. Use a bigger scooper, and then I would have more." He was doing the math.
Oh my God.
In his mind. All right. Let's see here. At Subway, I wish all of your locations were as good as the one in Woodside. The one in Portland Street Superstore is so cringy. Hashtag every time.
So what's cringy about it? He didn't even say anything. Why?
I should have contacted him myself. What's
so cringy?
Cringy there. Okay, this one was very funny. This guy tweeted Subway. He says, "At Subway, I'm eating a great meal at Panda Express!" Exclamation mark.
Oh my god!
Just trolling them. Just sticking it to them, making them jealous of his, his Panda Express. Just wanted them to know.
Oh my god!
Maybe they'll offer him something to please come back. It's like scorned lover in a way, right?
Yep.
Something must have happened at a Subway. All right, here we go. This is a political one, Howard. Political Subway tweet.
Political Subway.
At Subway, I'm getting tired of seeing Spanish everywhere.
Whoa!
This America. Make your ad, spelled ADD, in English, not Spanish. Stop catering to illegals.
Whoa!
He's very upset. Very upset by this.
Stop catering to illegals.
When I go eat my sandwich, my $5 sandwich, I don't want to see any Spanish in his building.
We're in America.
We're in America. If I can't read it, I don't want to see it when I'm eating my sandwich, all right? So
I guess.
Only people that speak my language should be able to order and get this disgusting food into their bodies. Any take on that? No? Let's not open that can of worms.
No.
Okay, at Subway. Why did your store decide to close 5 minutes early today? Question mark and exclamation point.
Okay.
My 30th birthday, and all I wanted was a veggie footlong! Exclamation point.
Why would you go to Subway on your 30th birthday?
And you got there 5 minutes before they were at the close.
And you want a veggie?
Veggie sub.
What kind of animal eats veggie subs?
I don't know.
Animals.
The veggies at Subway are probably made from meat. They're probably like meat product in some way, right? And that was your 30th birthday meal, and you got there 5 minutes before they were supposed to close, and it was they probably should lock the door, and I had to tweet them and let them know. At Subway, why make me wait 10 minutes in line to not have my bread? Question mark, 2 exclamation points. Put a damn sign up instead of wasting my time. 2 exclamation points.
Oh my god.
Didn't have my bread.
Some angry people, man.
My bread, yeah. There's a really angry person, Howard. At Subway, kill yourselves. Go to Quiznos instead. They have better sandwiches and less crackheads.
When was the last time you seen a Quiznos? I thought they all closed.
Actually, I did see some in California.
They don't have any around here anymore.
Yeah? Okay, I just saw a weird message on the camera there. Hold on a second. The battery's turning All right, so the battery died on the camera, so we had to move indoors.
Yeah.
Which we probably should have just done this from the beginning inside.
Exactly.
I just have like these grand ideas, like we'll do outside in the nature.
That's alright.
It's getting a little cold out there, actually.
It was, yeah.
Like just sitting, like it's fine when you're moving around. We're just like sitting and starting a little like.
Now when you don't have hair like me.
Oh, well, you're not the only one, so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
All right, so we were winding down here with our Subway tweets. So we had a good one when the thing died out. So you ready for this? All right. I had a meatball sub earlier, and now my farts are rancid. The wife is not pleased. At Subway, you are paying for my divorce.
Oh my god.
Just, I totally, you could say it's like someone like maybe making this up. I feel like it's a real thing. It's happening.
What, that he's getting a divorce because his
No, like he's getting yelled.
So rancid?
No, he's like getting yelled at by the wife, so he's just blaming them. And he's like, look, I tweeted them. See, it's their fault. It's Subway's fault. You know?
Oh my god.
And here's the last one I had. He says, strippers aren't this good! Exclamation point. At Subway gal leaned over my sub and picked up olives with her hashtag nipple.
What? Who was eating the sub? In a strip joint?
No, he says strippers aren't even this good. So, The subway gal leaned over my son and picked up olives with her nipples. So there you go, friends. Tweets about Subway. You know? And a show about many things. Halloween costumes and bathroom stalls and two old guys talking about gaming in the olden days before the internet, yeah.
Before the internet, yeah.
Well, there was the internet, you just couldn't play online. It was, not that is it even that good now, really, to play online? Like, it's better than it was then. But,
oh, yeah.
Is it better. Like, can you actually, like, play fighting games? Does it work that well?
Yeah, but you can't, you still have the issue with latency and lag, so.
Right.
But.
Okay. It's crazy. This looks like, looks like a Halloween decor here.
The lighting sucks.
Haunted, yeah. This is a makeshift. We're just finishing off the program here, okay? Whoa.
Finishing.
It's completely unprofessional. We got the equipment's terrible. I mean,
no.
Howard was telling me to calm down earlier. I was setting up outside. He's like, "Look, take it easy."
It's so critical, man. Your stuff.
Yeah, it's well, it's here's the thing. You know, if I could do this, anybody could do this. I try to be inspiration in that way. People like that guy could do it. I can make mine. You're doing your own show now.
Oh God, yeah. That's makeshift. I'm using a webcam, bro.
So everyone can go check that out. Howard Showcases on YouTube. What's the name of the show again? Tell them.
Karate Kyodai.
Okay, so everyone check that out.
Yeah.
What do we got planned today? We're gonna get some food now.
Gonna get some food. And
Howard's taking me out. No, we'll split the bill. Don't worry about it. That's all right.
We're gonna go get
I should
some
probably
strippers.
pay for your bill, to be honest.
Gonna get some.
We're going to Subway. We go straight to Subway.
Titties.
Whoa, easy. It's a family program.
Sorry.
OJ will be back, hopefully. We all miss him.
Yes, we do.
We missed Howard. Glad you came back. I'm sure everybody... Actually, a lot of people kept asking to have you come back.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And the plan is right now, I don't want to, promise anything. We're hoping that you could come back next month for the Black Friday show. That'll be done on the Skype.
It's always a pleasure, man.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out a date. But we will our traditional Black Friday program.
Hopefully they got some good deals this time.
Probably not. Come
on, I can get a good deal on a...
There never has been before.
On a garden trawl.
So that's the plan for next month, man. I really like that. I like Thanksgiving a lot. I don't know why. I really.
Is it the food?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, probably. But just I don't know. It's always. I
don't know what we're gonna
to get together with people.
I don't know what we're gonna do this year.
Yeah. All right.
You gonna have family over?
We're gonna do some stuff, but I look forward to that show. People always ask about it, so Howard will be there for that. That's why I ask him on the air, so we can't, say like.
I can't back out.
Can't back out of it. We got the documented proof. That'll do it, man.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to tell the people out there?
No, just glad to be back on the show, and thank you for all the support that you give us, and hopefully we can bring you some quality content, right? That's right. And remember to have your batteries charged at all times, all your devices. Oh my God. But there you go, friends. Thank you. Okay, that's enough. Goodbye. What happened to the exit? You guys used to do the exit. We don't do that anymore. No. But do the exit. No. I'm not going to be happy until I don't even remember what it is. Do the exit. What is the exit? Do the exit. Do the exit. Best in free and optional entertainment. That was one. That one. Most people won't get it. Most people should not. That was another one for a while. No, it was the best and free optional. All right, that was out. All right. No, so how do you do it? Go. Thank you for listening to John Rambo Presents. The best in free and optional entertainment.
This has been a production of STAYBALLSY.com, the best in free and optional entertainment. Have a pleasant evening, and remember, stay ballsy. Don't take any shit from anyone.